Hello, Simon Kids subscribers! My name's Emma Reynolds and I'm the author and illustrator of Amara and the Bats. And today I'm going to read you some of my book and then we're going to draw a bat together. So Amara and the Bats is all about a little girl called Amara who loves bats, but she's really sad when she moves to a new town with her family and the bats no longer live there because they're losing their habitat. So, inspired by real-life youth activists like Dokata Ionized, Jerome Foster II and Greta Thunberg, she rallies her friends in her community to save the bats. So, let's get into reading. Amara and the Bats by Emma Reynolds. Amara really loves bats. When Amara was very small, a bat got trapped in the attic of her old house. Amara asked if she could hold the bat, but her mum and big brother Samir told her they should wait for the wildlife rescue team. They would know how to handle and look after the bat safely. When the wildlife rescue team arrived, they caught the bat very carefully and held it very gently in a towel. Amara got to see the bat's fluffy face, beady eyes, and delicate wings up close. Some people are afraid of bats, but Amara thought they were so cute. Part of her wished she could keep it as a pet, but Amara knew the bat would be happier out in the wild, where it could fly around and be free. Ever since then, Amara has loved bats. Her favourite thing to do is collect all the bat facts she can find and write them in her notebook. Mum, did you know that bats are nocturnal? That means they're awake at night. They hang upside down, like this. And they're the only mammals that can fly. Amara and her family were moving to a new town. She was supposed to be packing up her room, but she kept getting distracted by more bat facts. Squeak! Squeak! Amara squeaked all around the house. Samir, did you know that bats have such a high-pitched squeak that we can't even hear them? They use echolocation to find their food in the dark. I can hear you, Samir laughed. Amara and her family often watched the bats flying near their old house. She knew that all kinds of bats lived all over the world, so no matter where they lived, she'd always be able to see them. After they moved, Amara couldn't wait to visit the park in her new neighbourhood, to see the bats flying around at sundown. Did you know that most bats eat insects or fruit, but some eat fish, frogs and even flowers? They have really long tongues to reach the nectar. They are amazing pollinators. But when Amara and her family got to the park, there were no bats to be found. They asked the park ranger about the bats, but she hadn't seen any in a while. We used to have a few bats nearby years ago, the ranger said sadly, but it's just me working here now, and more of the land is being sold to make room for buildings. Amara felt a sad feeling in her tummy on the way home. She couldn't stop thinking about the bats and their habitat. There was so much that needed fixing. She felt as if the weight of the whole world was crushing down on her. What could she do to help? Amara? Her mum knocked on the door gently. I unpacked the rest of your books, and your new nature magazine arrived. Thanks, Mum, said Amara, still feeling glum. It will feel like home soon, I promise. Her mum placed the magazine and Amara's bat books on the bed and then gave her a hug. Amara opened her magazine and started to read. There was a story about young people organising beach cleanups to clear plastic from the oceans, and another story about a boy teaching people to connect with nature by writing a blog and fighting to protect endangered birds. She found lots of stories and videos online about kids taking action to help animals and save the planet. Soon, Amara realised if they could make a difference, so could she. And she had an idea. And that's all I'm going to read from there today. But if you look in the back, there's lots of more bat facts, ways you can get involved with bats at home. All about biggest and smallest bat, echolocation, bat poop, and putting up your very own bat house. And now I'm going to do some drawing. Okay, so grab a piece of paper and a pencil or pen and we'll get started. So first we're going to draw a little arch like that. Next, I'm going to draw a really low slope in the middle. And then we're going to draw another one of these on the other side. Next, we're going to draw a really big line, so don't worry if you have to do it in 2 sections. This is just to connect it up. So you might have guessed what we're drawing. Okay, and then we're going to do a big arch like this to form the top of one of the wings. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. And then we're going to do 3 arches, so 1, 2, and then connect it at the bottom. And exactly the same on the other side, we're going to do 1, 2, and then connect it here. Now don't worry if it's a bit wonky like mine, it's because I'm drawing at an angle. Then we're going to give a little face. So I like to do 2 little eyes and a little smile. And if you want to, you can give it an open mouth by just adding another line underneath like this. And you can have a little tongue. I'm just going to colour it in as well. And there you have it, your very own cartoon bat. And I'm going to make mine a bit fancy, so feel free to add accessories. And it's going to have a little top hat. And maybe a monocle. It's a fancy bat. And there you go. Thank you so much for reading and drawing along with me today. I hope you had fun and I hope you enjoy your bat adventures in the wild. For more videos like this, check out the Simon Kids YouTube channel and subscribe. Have an awesome day!